talk a bit. Let's talk a bit.
Okay,
Let's
let's
talk
talk.
a bit. What should we talk about?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Kazakh. You speak Kazakh.
Yes,
You
yes,
speak
I do.
two languages, Kazakh and English.
And Russian as well.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay.
and a bit German.
Which one? Kazakh. So rank them.
Russian, English,
Okay,
Kazakh,
your
and
your
German.
Russian is the best.
Yes, it's my mother tongue.
Oh, really? Russian, English, then Kazakh, then German.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Oh. How old are you?
I'm 27. And you?
Guess.
Something around 25 or less.
23.
23, yes, or less.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you do for a living?
So these days I'm just scamming people. Okay, for my living. Yeah.
Really?
No, I'm joking. Even if if I were scamming people, I would not reveal that. I I edit. I edit for a YouTuber.
No.
He's a really big YouTuber.
You're editor.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, so what's the YouTube channel name? What's
Oh,
the name of the
that's
channel?
confidential. I don't have the permission to share the name.
Okay. Is
I
it in
don't.
India
Yeah, yeah,
or in English? Is
Indian
it
channel.
English?
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Oh,
living in their house.
Indian channel. Oh, okay.
Mm. So this is my room.
Do you
Mhm.
do you have some issues with the internet?
No, it's totally fine.
I'm just trying to guess because the picture is freezing sometimes, and I
No.
want to guess who has the problem, you or you.
Okay, really.
Well, can
I
can
think
you check your speed? Can you check it with the speed test
a speed
and
test.
tell
It
me your
says
numbers?
downloading. I know the speed test answer. 30 Mbps downloading speed, 12 Mbps uploading. I think I have got a problem like in uploading with uploading. I
Okay,
think I've got a. I think.
so it might be you. So it might be on your side.
I think so. Uh-huh. I don't know. By the way, I'm not sure about that because I'm having Wi-Fi and you are having mobile data or Wi-Fi,
I have Wi-Fi as well.
but you are using laptop.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure who is having the problem. If I check my internet speed, it says 12 Mbps uploading speed. So
Right now,
mhm. I know I checked it just a little ago.
I have like 40,
Uploading
both
speed.
uploading and downloading.
Oh really? Wow. But
Mm,
but some people say that you cannot really trust these numbers because the ISP can manipulate these numbers.
maybe.
Okay,
So, in which city do you live?
I'm living in New Delhi, capital of India. New Delhi.
Yeah, New Delhi, the capital of India.
Hmm.
As far as I know, like there are more than how many people are there in New Delhi? More than 10 million?
Yeah, more than that.
And I've heard that it's like you have very high temperatures and like it's very dirty and messy outside.
Yeah, it's true, but not everywhere. Some places.
Okay. Like,
pollution.
yeah, in downtown or somewhere else around might be clean, but in outskirts, I guess
Mhm.
it's not
Yeah,
so good.
yeah. If you visit a
Educated.
slum, it is definitely going to be dirty. So what do you do?
I'm a sales manager. I'm a head of the sales manager department.
Okay, and what do you sell?
IT product,
Okay,
programming softwares for businessmen, but only in my country.
okay. Only in Kazakhstan.
Yeah, only in Kazakhstan.
Okay. Do your country
Could you say it? Could you say it one more time? The name of my
Kazakhstan?
country?
Kazakhstan.
Oh, why you say Kazakhstan? Say it like Kazakhstan,
Kazakhstan.
like a one word.
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. Is it hard to say? Is it hard to pronounce?
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Do you speak Hindi?
Yep.
My first English teacher was from India. His
Oh,
name was Ragav. Ragav, yes, something like that. It was about 10 years ago.
okay. Online classes.
No, he moved to Kazakhstan. He had moved to Kazakhstan, and he was like an English tutor,
Uh-huh.
and he told a lot about India. That he he used to be an English teacher in India, and like uh, there are not enough schools
Mm-hmm.
in your country, and sometimes people just study outside under the bridges in
Mm-hmm.
parks, squares, and so
Mm-hmm.
on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we Indians can study anywhere. I used to go to, like, there is. Do you know the biggest? Do you know the biggest river in India?
Yeah, I know. Give me a moment. The biggest river in India where you burn
Mm-hmm.
like dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Gang or something like this.
Ganga.
Ganga. Mhm.
Ganga. Okay. I was not expecting that you would know the answer, but you know.
Because like it depends, it depends on like the level of education in countries like
Mm-hmm.
in Middle Asia countries like Kazakhstan, Russia,
Mm-hmm.
Ukraine. Like at school, we spend a lot of time like on geography and history and world history. So I know a lot about India actually, and that's why I know like the rivers, cities, capitals, like the populations, like the problem of your countries. I know that for example nowadays like China used to be like the most populated country, but nowadays it's India.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference between China and India is that in China there are a lot of workers. I
Mm-hmm.
mean
Mm-hmm.
people
Mm-hmm.
that are ready to work a lot for like not a big amount of money. But in India, there are a lot of educated people because your country used to be a colony of England. That's
Mm-hmm.
why like people in your country commonly speak like English natively almost, and like a lot of people from my country like move to to other countries to
Mm-hmm.
get education, and they come back and they become developers, engineers, etc., etc. Sometimes they move to Kazakhstan to teach us English language.
Yeah. But do you know uh, what are the national languages of in? Well, do you know the national language of India?
Hindi.
Actually, India doesn't have any national languages, but that's the official language of India, English and Hindi.
English and Hindi, and I know that there are a lot of like how do you say that uh, different like versions of Hindi,
Hmm.
and sometimes you do not like people from different parts of country cannot understand each other.
Yeah, yeah. South Indian people speak a very different language from Hindi.
Yeah.
Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam. So Hindi people, if somebody from North India goes to South India, they have to speak English. Otherwise, they cannot communicate.
Like you don't even have like similar words like I don't know mother, father,
No, no.
like totally different language.
Yeah, English and Hindi.
Okay.
What languages are you talking
uh,
about? I didn't get you.
I talked about Hindi, like Hindi and others.
Oh, Hindi and other.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like my mother tongue is Hindi, but I have a very good friend who speaks Bengali. So the
Mm.
languages are very common.
It's common, so you can like understand each other at least.
Depends on the language actually. Hindi. So there is this language which is called Tamil, South Indian language. Okay, which is very
Hmm.
different from Hindi, but Bengali is very similar to Hindi. So depends on the language.
Okay, okay. And how do people in like in India, how do you study English? Only at school, or like maybe there are a lot of people who speak English?
In
Like, what's
India,
the reason, for example, of you
mhm,
knowing English? You know, how
okay,
did you learn it?
schools definitely help to learn English, but schools aren't enough. That's why a lot of people join coaching centers, spoken English centers to learn
Mm,
English. Actually, I personally run a spoken English center. Okay,
mm-hmm.
people come to learn English from me. So, but how I learned English, how I learned to speak English, I would say from such websites, Chat Roulette, from mostly from Omegle, now from Chat Roulette, and I'm learning for this.
Okay, okay, okay. That's good. That's good.
Have you ever visited
So,
India?
I'm sorry.
Have you ever visited India?
No, I haven't. It's too far, I guess. It's too hot and it's too far. Like, as far as I know, you like in winter. In winter, what's the temperature in your country in winters?
In winters, 10 degrees centigrade, but right now it's 23 degrees centigrade.
Okay, in my country, in winter, it's minus 30, minus 35 in winter,
Oh
and
my god.
plus 30, plus 35 in summer. You
Degrees
know,
centigrade, degrees
Celsius.
Celsius.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That's very hot in summers and very very cold in winters.
Mhm.
Like now I have the snow outside, snow and ice and wind. And so like in my country, I guess like in New Delhi has more people than like the whole my country, you know?
Possibly.
But but my country is the ninth biggest in the world. I don't
Ooh,
know how big the India is. Is it bigger or smaller than Kazakhstan?
seventh, seventh.
Seventh, yeah. So your country is seventh,
Mhm.
and you have like billions of people. My country is ninth, and it has something about 20 million, like the whole country.
Do you know what? Because do you know what country is the eighth biggest?
I'm sorry.
Like, what country is the eighth biggest country in the world? Eighth biggest country.
Mm, Canada or Australia, I guess something.
Brazil, fifth biggest. Okay. Sixth biggest is Australia, and seventh biggest
Mm-hmm.
is India. Eighth biggest,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Ninth biggest is Kazakhstan.
Mm-hmm. Do you know the number one?
Russia.
Yes, Russia. What do you know about Russia? Do you know the capital?
Capital of Russia. Yeah, definitely. Moscow.
Moscow. Okay. Who is the president of Russia now nowadays?
Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir Putin. That's very good. So where do you know it from? From news or from school studies?
Yeah, YouTube video.
YouTube videos about dictator Vladimir Putin.
Do you guys do you guys respect him?
It's hard to say because like each country, like in Central Asia, in Europe, it's like in West Europe, like Russia, these countries, Russia, Ukraine, like which were the part of USSR.
Mhm.
Like these countries like are totally corrupted, and so I would say that the problem is not in Putin. Like the Putin is only like one person. He's like the face of the country. Everyone knows him, but no one knows who stands behind him. Like very rich billionaires, people, businessmen, like they really like they really decide, you know, what's going on in country. That's why I would say I cannot like say that he's a bad guy because I'm sure
Mhm.
he's not the only guy who makes decisions.
Okay.
It was the same in my country. Like last year, I had something, not last year, maybe a year and a half ago, I had kind of revolution because my country, uh, like the became independent. Something about
When?
20 years ago,
Oh, really?
something like in 90s, like
Oh,
1990s.
oh.
And so we had only one president. Like he was a very good guy. He made us independent. He grew economy, but then, like as they say, like power and money like change people. And a year and a half we had a revolution, and now we have new president. Like he's a new guy. Everyone's happy, but I guess in 10, 15 years they will be the same.
There is something over there on that window.
You know, I mean, in my window.
Then on the other window of the other flat. Somebody's hand. I don't know what that is.
I'm sorry, you lagged out. What you mean in my window?
No, no, no. Outside.
Ah, okay. In your window.
Your neighbor's window.
Ah, you mean my neighbor's window?
Mhm.
Okay, like you mean there.
Yeah. 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 So Kazakhstan, is there any country between Kazakhstan and Russia?
No, no. We border with Russia. We are between China and Russia.
You are okay. Oh, okay. So you are neighboring countries. Kazakhstan and Russia are neighboring
And China.
countries.
Yes. We
Okay.
neighbor Russia, we neighbor China, we neighbor Mongolia, we neighbor Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan.
Okay. Do you guys produce movies? Movies?
Not as many as Bollywood, but
Mhm.
like we are independent only for we have been independent for 20 years, like our movie industry is like it's young, you know. We have maybe, I don't know, a couple of films, but Russia, Russia has a lot of
movies.
like interesting movies.
But I cannot watch Russian movies.
Yeah, I guess because we have really different mentalities, you know.
No, because different language.
Uh, So, don't you have Russian films like in Indian translation?
I have never seen a Russian movie.
Okay, yeah.
I have I have seen a lot of Hollywood movies, English movies dubbed
Mm-hmm.
in Hindi. When I could not
Mm-hmm.
speak English, then I used to watch such dubbed Hindi dubbed movies. Okay,
So, and what do you think about your movies,
Bollywood
like
movies.
Bollywood films?
Most of the good Bollywood movies are copied from Hollywood. Some of them are original, no doubts, but most of the good Bollywood movies are copied from Hollywood. That's why if I have to watch a movie, I watch Hollywood.
Mm, okay, I mean, like, you know, in my country, in Russia,
Mhm.
like everyone's laughing, like watching Bollywood films because they show really unbelievable scenes and actions, like someone sliding on top of the horse under the train, or jumps over the train, like riding a car, something like this. You know,
So, what's your favorite Bollywood movie?
I'm sorry.
Favorite Bollywood movie?
Yeah, and actually there
Favorite Bollywood.